So the family is back together, but are they really good? Let's get into Raising Kanan Season 2 premiere, titled The More Things Change. And we all know how that saying goes. The more things change, the more they stay the same. But before we get into all things with this crazy family, go ahead and subscribe to your girl. If you like what you see, give me a comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. So let's get started. All right, now before I get started, I do have to let y'all know this video is gonna include some spoilers. So if you have not watched the season premiere, go ahead, leave now while it's still safe. So we open the episode with Kanan sitting on the beach. Looks like he's reflecting about his life, and that is the biggest thing I could say about Kanan this whole episode is that he definitely was rethinking some things and really putting a lot of things in perspective with his life about what he wanted to do. And I think he realized he is way, way over his head in this drug game. So Rock comes to get her boy. It's been 3 months. She's coming to get her baby, and her family member pulls her to the side and starts to get into about, why they almost came down there because her mother wanted to bring them down there. And right as I feel like the auntie, I feel like right as the cousin is about to get into it, Kanan walks in. He's ready to go, but he has a conversation with his little cousins before saying, "Hey, New York ain't all it's cracked up to be. I actually like it down here, and ain't that how it be where somebody wants something that you got, but you want what they got, and y'all both see a way out of where y'all at." So it was good to see that. It was good to see him questioning, like, "Hey, do I should I go back to New York? I could stay here." And I wonder where that would have taken his life. Had he stayed there in Virginia, would he have become the menace to society that he was in New York? Because I swear, in power, Kanan was the enemy. He was the villain. He was the villain you love to hate. So I wonder how that could have, changed the trajectory of his life had he stayed in Virginia and not gone back to New York. So one thing that really surprised me this episode is that Detective Howard is still alive. I just knew. I just knew he was dead, or they were kind of open with him being in a coma, something, something, something. I wasn't sure how they were going to pull this off, but he actually had a donor. They found out that another cop was a donor, and now his cancer is in full remission. So he got basically a whole new slate of life. And I could tell pretty early on that I wasn't buying his whole "I can't remember anything." I wasn't buying that. I was not buying it at all. He wants to get the police sort of off his back, I believe. But we see later on in the episode, when he rides by Kanan's house, he knows. He knows who shot him. And he ain't even trying to hide it either, because he rolled by and Kanan saw him too. So it's like they saw each other. So we gotta see where that's gonna take us in this season. So one thing I can say is Raquel, she knows how to run an enterprise. She knows how to run a drug enterprise, and she is doing her darn thing. They got the projects on lock. Nobody is out on the corners slanging, getting hemmed up by the police. No, they got the whole. They started off with 2 floors of the projects. Now they got the whole building on lock, and they're so like smooth with everything that everybody's getting paid, everybody's getting taken care of. She comes up with a solution to, the neighbors complaining about people in the hallway smell like piss, and she gets it. That's why she said, hey, let's just have somebody mop the stairway, mop the hallway every 2 hours. We don't need people complaining. You see, Marvin was trying to just be like, "Ooh, what do you expect? It's projects." But here's the thing, sir. If they complain, that's gonna mess up our whole shit. So let's just get these people together. Let's take care of them so they ain't gotta complain no more. So we get a glimpse of what Unique has been up to. He is in jail because, they tried to frame him, and he is pissed. He is out for blood, and somehow he is able to be released. And the guard no. He might not be guilty for that, but he's guilty of a lot of other things. And Unique is like, hey, you can't prove it, and I'm out of here. And he almost didn't make it home. Had it been for those other guys and they little scuffle they had going on, he almost didn't make it. But dude was like, hey, they was trying to jump me. He helped, so he got the guy on his back, and he was able to still get out by this close. He was this close to going on back in, and it was ready. It was ready to take him back. We also get a glimpse of Jukebox, and she's still pretty heartbroken about her girlfriend. She goes to visit her gravesite, and then she's also replaying the scene with Marvin, basically choking her out, not approving of her lifestyle, and she's not having it. Like, she is not fucking with him at all. She is like, no, I'm good, you stay over there. And Marvin tried to weasel his way back to say, like, oh, what about school? Parents always got a way of doing that where they don't exactly apologize, but they'll just ask you about something like, oh, how's school going? Really do. We check in with Lulu and see how his whole record deal is going. This was his way out the business, out the game, and we see that, the guy's record is just not selling. It's just not moving. It's not moving the streets. And in that record business, the money has to go to where things are selling. So if you're not selling, we basically is not putting no more money behind you. And we see that Famous is like, listen, I'm the star. Famous seems like he's that dude that's like, I'm the star. I got it. Give it to me. Give me what I want, and I'm gonna go make this money. Make these hits. But it's like, it don't really work like that. It don't really work like that, bruh. Now, Famous's sister, she does try to like stand up for her brother. She's kind of like in a place where it's like, hey, she's telling him, you have to be writing to show him that you're serious. She's also telling Lulu, like, hey, he needs, he's been writing, he's trying. So she's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But how surprising was it that she is messing with the record exec dude? Like, really, girl? I didn't expect that from her, because she seemed like they was just so in love, and she gonna hold him down and all that. Whole time she is messing with the record exec dude. So I truly believe that Lulu is probably gonna mess with that new artist that he signed. He heard her singing at a red light. I truly believe he's gonna smash. He's gonna find out that his girl and the record exec dude doing the bump, and he's gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do me too. So I predict that. That's one of my predictions. But also, did y'all see when Jukebox came into the studio and he's like, yeah, this is my new artist? She's a singer. Jukebox was looking like, what do you mean, bro? I sing. I just rolled my eyes about that too. I rolled my eyes about that too. And I'm happy that Marvin wasn't able to weasel his way through that meeting. Like he thought he was just gonna sign some stuff and leave. No, that's not how it works. But that his character, Marvin, he grinds my gears. No matter what he does. He just be talking and he grinds my gears. He gets up under my skin and I don't like him. I just do not like him. I don't think he's fit to run anything. Honestly, I don't think he's fit to run anything. But Raquel, they're big on family. That's what I got to say. This family is very tight knit. She sat them down and said, "Hey, I don't know what y'all got going on, but we are a family and we gonna get through this." Now, if they really gonna get through it, that's gonna be what it is. That's what's gonna be the thing to watch because, girl, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, what do y'all think? Y'all agree? Disagree? Got some interesting takes that I didn't think of because, it's an hour-long show, but it's definitely filling up every second of that hour. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. What are y'all predictions for this season? What are y'all predictions for the next episode? I think it's gonna be something. Detective Howard is gonna shake some shit up next episode. I think he's gonna really push to see Kanan because they met up. Howard and Raquel met up at the end, so we shall see what is going to happen. As always, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if y'all subscribe. If y'all haven't already, drop a like, comment, and we will see what happens on the next episode. Take care. Y'all, thanks for watching. Bye.